investments can
Deputy
start
Owen Murphy and Deputy Doherty.
Just to ask the Minister, excuse me, if the new fund will have ethical guidelines in place along the lines of the ethical investment bill that I introduced in the House that would prevent the fund from investing in companies that participate in certain activities, for example, nuclear weapon development, cluster munition development, and those other types of weapons. Thank you.
And NPRF is already investing, so there's no question of it being delayed along the lines you're suggesting. But it's investing on the basis of a kind of letter of comfort which I issued them to allow them to get ahead of the legislation. But that has to be a temporary arrangement, and it needs to be put on a statutory basis. Now, the legislation has gone through government at head stage, but it's being drafted in the normal way. So it's not possible to give the exact details of what may end up in it, but the existing legislation has such a section. So I don't see why it should be dropped in the new legislation. It's proposed that an SIF investment committee will be established to decide on the investment of the Strategic Investment Fund, and within the parameters of the strategy, which will be set by the new board of the National Treasury Management Agency. Now, the NTMA doesn't have a board at present. It has an advisory board. So the whole family of companies within the National Treasury Management Agency will be, from a governance point of view, be subject to a new overarching board, which will be a statutory board under the new Act. And it's proposed then that the NTMA will be responsible for the management of the Irish Strategic Investment Fund, and the NTMA will establish an investment committee, as I said, that will have discretion to make investment and disposal decisions. As with the NPRF Commission, the members of the Investment Committee will have discretion to make investment decisions in line with the ISIF's investment strategy. And there's no question of the thing being some kind of political slush fund. The fund's investment strategy will be consistent with the government's policy objective. The NTMA will be responsible for the management, and the decisions will be, and disposal, investment and disposal decisions will be made on a commercial basis.